if you can tell, but it's coming down now. It's icicles, little icicles. I think we're here. All right, put this up in number 1. Nice and easy. We're not there yet. It's about 100 yards ahead. This is the rock garden, and we're gonna go to the left. Gee. There's a big hole again. 2 big holes. I'm gonna have to write on the edges. Right over here. There we go. Too bad I didn't have nobody with me to video from the outside. Would have been great video. Oh, not that. Not there yet. A little more. Look at the big rocks here. Man, I'm really happy with this truck. I'm really happy. It's an old truck, but man, this thing is built tough. Remember that commercial that said Chevy like a rock? They weren't kidding. I mean, I know everything breaks, but this thing with a 1,000 pounds or more, I think it's 1,200 pounds what I'm carrying on the pop-up camper. That also, I think, in a way, it helps because the weight keeps your tires down firmly on the ground over anything you want to go, rocks, roots, whatever. The only problem you're going to have if you get in the pit, if you get in the muddy pit, then you're going to have some issue because now the weight is making those tires dig into the mud and dig a hole, and then you get stuck. That's why I rode the edge of those 2 holes were side to side. I went on the edge of one and the other. That's the way you do it. Here's another. I don't think the camera picks it up because I just let it roll over. On the Blazer, I have 410s gear. And you just put it in low and get off, walk next to the vehicle going downhill, and the Blazer will just walk on its own. It's low geared all the way down. The granny gear helps you maintain control, and I've gone down very steep hills, 60% grade, and I just put it in gear, and people say, "Oh my God, push the brakes," and I said, no, I'm not going to step on the brakes. You put it in gear and you let it go, and it'll go whoa, 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 whoa. It'll just hold control all the way down without speeding up. That's the trick. And I do basically the same with this one. But this one, I believe, has 373 gears differential. That I haven't really gotten under there and look at. There's a stamp or a little badge or something. So one time I came up here, the road that comes up to the trailhead, it divides these hunting zone X10 and D8. D8 was I was coming in, so D8 on my left was completely snowed. I mean, completely snowed. It must have had 2.5 feet of snow. And on the right side of the road, it was clean. There was nothing. It was the weirdest thing. We were laughing, going, "Wow, that's very, very different." No snow at all on the right side of the road. Oh, here comes a vehicle. Get to the side here. vehicles. But they're carrying a lot of gear. It comes a Toyota. Everybody knows me. I'm the only one with a camper trailer. He goes, yeah, I seen that guy. All right. Okay, so we're out of the trail. We are at the we left the trailhead, and now we're at the road that takes you to the trailhead. And about 100 or so yards, it's going to be, no, actually it's going to be more than 100 yards. It's going to be that paved road. Look at how beautiful this is. Now, for the years I've been coming here, I've never seen anybody hunt these lowlands. There might be some chance that it could be some deer. Oh no, wait, there's a camp at the beginning here. There's a camp that you can come in with large vehicles, including fifth wheel, and the people that come in with those vehicles, they probably hunt this low area. This is beautiful. This is a perfect woods for a Winchester. You don't need a long range rifle here. You can use a carabine, an M1, Winchester. But this is really nice. And I think there might be some water in the stream down there. So more people are coming in because it's Friday. And I hope they get something. Here's the campground I was saying. It's a big area. You can do your, if they allow fire pit, you know, get a fire permit. Well, now that it's wet, I don't think they'd be too picky about that. It's real pretty. But see how close the trees are. To hunt those type of woods, you're gonna have to be a ghost, because it's impossible to walk through there without making a racket and approaching a deer. Be a good area also for bow hunting, but you're gonna have the same problem. How do you approach a deer with so much dense vegetation? And just to let you know that you're leaving the rough trail, there's still some rocks at the end. It bounced around. And these are kind of like gravel, they're just everywhere. There's a stop sign over there. The road is not that good either. I'm gonna make a left here. I'm a regular two-wheel drive now. And I'm gonna see if I can find this spot that I saw. It was pretty thick too, so I'm gonna see how far I can go. But I'm gonna walk it, I'm not gonna drive in. I'm gonna go in maybe 100 yards and stay for the night. So in case it snows, then I have a paved road then. Okay, so I found this road, and there's a nice camp spot back there with a fire ring, but I don't think this is the road that I was looking for. It's a nice area. nobody here. I'm gonna check the when I get out, I'm gonna check the miles to see how far in is it. Because the other road that I found, it wasn't as wide open as this one. So I'm not sure what road is this. This even. That's why it caught my attention, and I said, nobody has been traveling through here. But I see fresh tracks on the dirt. 2 vehicles came in here. So this place is being hunted already. And where it ends, there's another trail that it's more narrow, is for quads or jeeps or something small to keep going, and it starts going up. So if I bring the quad next time, this will be an area to come and explore and walk it too. Ground is not that bad. It's pretty even. Okay, so now it's only a mile, because I clocked it at a mile. It was 2, now it's 3. Let me see, 3-0, so it's a mile and a half. So I'm gonna continue here. And if I find that other camp spot by the road, then it means that I think it's only one road to the side. And that's a trail for bikes. Okay, this is the camp spot that a friend of mine was using. And so it is the road. Well, I don't remember the road being so open like that. So okay, I'm gonna go back to it, and I'm gonna go back up into the nice area. This guy was parked here with a full-size camper and a sidekick. And he was driving the sidekick around. So I could do the same thing with the quad, because I am changing my mode of hunting. I'm gonna be quadding more and walking less. All right, I'm gonna go back to the spot later. Well, here it is, my new spot. Let me see, I left the valley at 11 and it's 2 o'clock. Took me 3 hours to get here. There's a nice fire ring that I'm not gonna be using. Here's the surrounding area. This is a very good area for bow hunting. Somebody's been doing some cutting. I saw a small little bobcat. I don't mean the animal, I mean the machine. Oh, this is recent. The sword is still here. Yep. So they cut it in big chunks and firewood. Yeah, fireplaces, I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna sit up here, and in case of a storm, I always look to see if I have anything above me that can fall on top of the camper and crush me. So I'm pretty clear, and I'm almost even there. So yeah, home sweet home. This is gonna be for tonight, and I'm gonna hunt the morning, well, maybe the afternoon. I think there's a meadow down there, so I'm gonna go sit by the meadow, see what pops up. All right, the battery's dying, so gotta charge it up again later. So I opened the back door and everything flew out. Actually, no. The backpack, it's in its place. The everything that was on the sofa fell down. Okay. The porta potty came out. This box is like a leveler. Never used them. Came out. So I gotta get to tidy up the place here before I can walk in and pop up the camper. All right, that is one of the issues of having a pop-up camper, that when you go into hard trails, and this happened coming out of the valley there, everything starts bouncing. Even though it took me longer to get out, it's usually an hour, but I took it slower. But still, at least the cans and the bags and anything didn't come out, because I put the cooler against it, kind of locked it in there. Everything else is okay, but still you get a mess that you got to get off the floor and put away. All right. So I made myself a little hot cup of chocolate. Chocolate caliente. This is way better than coffee at this situation. Below freezing point. So going up now, 32. But I was looking at my barometer watch. Right now it's at 22:33. I don't know if you can see it. 22:33, and you see that dip on the left? In about an hour or two, something's gonna hit. I don't think it's gonna get any colder, but we might get rain or snow. Well, if it rains, it's gonna snow. It's 21 degrees outside. So I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna sit here, make some breakfast, and I have to wash my face, because I have to wash my face. I can't, Bottled water. It's cold, but it's fluid. Wash my teeth, and yeah, I try to pump, and let me try it. It's frozen. Frozen. And there was a nice plug here that I broke. I forgot to take the plug outside. I gotta go remove it. And I turn on the pump here, and nothing happens. The whole line is frozen. So now, I want to see if it snows. I want to do a little recording of the snowing, and being that's the last day. Because I am leaving today. And last night, I started feeling my feet were very cold. Very cold. I put on my heavy socks, but still they were cold. So I remember I had some warmies. Let me see. I had some warmers, but they're the hand warmers, not the foot warmers. So what I did is I took them out, shook them, put them inside the socks. Because I spent about an hour and a half trying to get full asleep, and I couldn't because my feet were cold. As soon as my feet warmed up, I went night-night, went to sleep. So that worked. But next time, I should bring the feet warmer, not the hand warmers. Because the hands, you can always put them in your pocket or, something. Boy, this friend is kicking good. And I have it at low at 50. So all right, I start doing things, cooking later. Okay, so I more or less put everything more or less where they go, and this is my attire. I'm sleeping with my clothes on. I checked my propane tank, and I'm about I got about a day's left. The thermostat only goes down to 50, so every time it gets to 50, it cranks up. And it runs several times a night, 10, 15 times. Kind of loud, wakes me up. So tonight, no heater. I want to see if this comforter and this double blanket will do the job. I put on my nice woolly socks, the hunting socks, and let's see how it's going to go. If it's really, really cold, I'm going to have to get up and turn it on. Let me tell you, it's not easy getting up here. I'm going to have to do a bench, a 4-inch or 5-inch step. I'm with my tippy toes pushing up, and then you got to bend down to so you don't hit this with your head, and you have to become a pretzel. And that's why my wife doesn't like sleeping up here, because we did it a few times, but it's kind of hard for her coming up and going down, and especially using the porta potty. So it is difficult. I can manage, but it's difficult. And here's my famous pee bottle. I've used this for years. This is a pink lemonade container that I adopted for this, and it's got a solid cap, threaded. It can go on its side and it won't leak. So I usually keep it here in bed. So if I need to use the go pee, I'll do it up here. I don't have to go down and pull out the porta potty. So yeah, this is the setup, and I'll bid you good night. All right, later tomorrow. I took a look around the area. This area is very thick for rifle. The wind is howling, cold, and the sun just came out. So this area is basically I'm not going to call it dead, but this area, that's it. It's done for me anyways. So I was thinking, and there's another alternative, but I don't know if I should take it. There's a road. There's a north road. So that means I have to come down the mountain. That's going to be a 3-hour, 2.5-hour drive to go down the mountain. Get on the highway, go north for another 25 minutes, more or less. And then go up this road that goes on the backside, and hardly anybody goes out there. And the reason is because it's very steep. Very, very steep. The road the road is here, and then everything is like this down. I'm trying to stay away from areas like that because I can't do the walking. So I think I'm just gonna call it quits and leave home early. I'm going to go to my friend's tomorrow. He should be up in the cabin. He said he was gonna be there until Sunday. And so I'm gonna go visit. Tomorrow will be Saturday. I'm gonna go visit him, maybe hang out for a couple of hours, and then go down. I'm gonna go to Grumpy Bears and have a burger. They got pretty good burgers there, and they got ribs and stuff. I'm gonna have a burger, and then I'm just gonna go home. My wife is expecting me on a Sunday. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go home early. I'll be at home around 5 or 6, and then I can put stuff away, straighten up the truck. I gotta do some repairs in here. I still got to add another shock on this side. And then Sunday, I'm going to go visit my mother. I haven't seen her in about a month or so. I'm going to go visit her. Basically, this area, if you don't go down to where I was, this area appears it's pretty hard. It's the chances of seeing a deer, never mind killing one. From now on, it's going to be the adjacent area. I got a couple of spots I want to investigate. I might come back before the end of the month with the quad and investigate, and possibly come back with a tag and hunt that area. But this area here that I've been coming for years, that's it. I'm shutting it down on that. All right, so I have my my dinner. That's it. I'm just waiting for daytime. For nighttime to fall. I'm gonna take my boots off and put on my good socks and hit the sack. It's gonna be sundown in about half an hour. So that's it. That's it for now. All right, guys. Sorry I didn't catch anything, but the plans have to change. New area, new strategy, new ways of attacking the mountain. So I'm going to be hitting every trail that is accessible by vehicle, going in deep and then getting off and do some hunting. There's one place that I went about 6 years ago, and my wife came with me, and we found this nice trail, beautiful scenery, went up way up to the top, and we sat there. But when you sit at the top, you know what you're getting is a lot of wind, so you got to kind of move down a little bit. But it looked like it was a good path for deer to go from one mountain to the next. But the weather was more or less like this. It was very windy and cold. So I got to investigate all those trails that I've never been, because I've always spent time down here. Now I have to learn this other area from scratch. I've hunted that area before, but it's always some particular spots, 1 or 2 spots, always there, because I've seen deer there. But the other spots I've never investigated, and there's a lot more trails and a lot more roads on that side of the mountain than on this side. I mean, by far. I have to investigate those, and that's going to take time and several trips. All right, guys. So I'll see you tomorrow. I'll video my friend's cabin if he wishes to, because he might want some privacy. And I'll see you then at the next one. Thank you. Okay, so warming up the truck, and it was 20 degrees. Right now it's 25, or no, that's 30. So I'm leaving the place. I'm just gonna go nice and easy, no hurry. The area is good. I like the area, but not for rifle. This is perfect for the bow. So there's another little trail that would be good to go in there with a quad. And if I got any water, there we go. So the water in the tank froze, or I think the water in the lines, in the lines that go to the sink, it froze, and the plug to drain the water from the sink, I couldn't budge it. So after I made the hot chocolate, I wanted to heat up the breakfast, and my lighter quit. and it wouldn't do anything. It just died. I think I ran out of gas, the little pistol, the long ones for barbecue. And then I said, okay, no problem, I got matches. I went and got a book of matches. And I went striking, nothing. The matches are old, and the sandy area is pretty worn out. And so I said, well, I have the other fire striker. I bought a new one, and I brought it out, and let me see, this thing here, and I would just on top of the stove, I would go rick until finally got a spark, and got it going. So you always got to have a backup to a backup to a backup. I also had some waterproof matches that I had in the backpack, but I wanted to try this because it was brand new in the packet. And I said, well, let me see if it works under these conditions. So it did work. Here's a nice it's a nice view. And I was kind of worried about it in the morning. It was so cold, maybe the truck won't start. But I put a new battery, because it turns out that the battery that I had last week when I came, the truck gave me a trouble starting. So I gave it a jump with this power pack that I have back behind the seat, and it finally got started. And I said, what's going on? Is the alternator not charging the battery? So I checked the alternator. The alternator's putting out power, 13.5 I think it was. And still, so I when I get home, I take a look at the tag, the little round tags. Geez, the battery was 5.5 years old. And I said, well, it's time for a new one. So I went and got another one. And now it starts with no problems. If I would have kept that battery, I'd probably be stuck here. Okay, I decided to investigate this road, and it looks very nice. Still very packed with trees. For a rifle, it's a joke. But I'm gonna check it out. Never been through here. These trees are mature, they're ready to be cut. I saw a huge one that was leaning. That's not gonna last 2 years. The way it was leaning, it was so big and heavy, that's gonna break off. And those are the ones you gotta take. Look at that one that's leaning right there. Well, we have come to the end of the road. They blocked the road with a rotting tree. I don't know why they do that. And the road goes down, and then it goes around that way, and then you can see it on. Yeah, there it is. And it goes back to the road. So I don't know why they did that. Now there's 2 hunters here. Everything's very quiet. It's very steep, but this is good rifle area. And then you got the hill across the way there. And then you got that one over there. Very good area. As far as walking up this way, yeah, once upon a time I used to do that, but look at how thick it is. It's pretty hard to walk in there. So yeah, there's a good spot. Now the question is, the only way I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to have to do the same thing the other guy was here first. You can see the tracks back up into that hill. and turn around. And I just don't want to make the noise. Because there's some guys up here hunting. But I'm going to have to. It's the only way out of here. Can't go over that. Not even with the blazer. Maybe I could have done it, but I don't know why they blocked the freaking road, man. Pissed me off. I just wanted to cruise all the way around, do the loop, and that's it. So this area is very, this particular area is new to me. Never been on this side. I'm gonna find out why they can't remove, they should remove that from the road. There's no point unless the road is damaged further down, but I don't think it is. Okay, all right, on the next one.